You can be in the world and not of it. All the mystics, sages, and gurus have been talking about this idea down the ages. Once you remember who you are, this concept becomes very easy. The world becomes heaven on earth. When we get hung up is when we reject what's going on. I experienced this for far too long in my life, always wanting something different, reaching for something else, trying to get somewhere else, rather than just being present and being who I am, what I'm doing in the moment. This whole work is to remove all the layers that you think you are, that you had to learn to survive in this world. It's very necessary. It's necessary to learn how to read, how to use the toilet, how to interact with people. But that conditioning gets us all wrapped up to the point where we armor our hearts to separate ourselves, to think that we have to work and do and strive and earn. And while all these things still are true, at your core, you're not touched by it when you remember who you are. And I know in my heart who I am, and in your heart, you are me. We are all the same. This is my message for everyone that hears this. Every day I come in contact with hundreds of people online since I started sharing this YouTube channel, and it's so cool to see how this network of people is starting to pop up all around the world. All these light workers and star seeds are coming online and sharing their message. And at the core of what I have to share with the world, what has saved me and created heaven on earth for me, is to allow what's going on and accept it. That acceptance transforms whatever it is. You can throw me in hell and I'll find a way to enjoy it. I'm thinking of the Shakespeare quote, "To be or not to be, that is the question." And I'd like to put a little twist on it. That is what the mind wants. The mind is stuck in duality. The mind thinks it's this or that, when in truth, all truth is a paradox. All truth contains both sides. To be and not to be is the question. Actually, to be and not to be is the answer. When we can allow ourselves to be in the tension of both truths, that is where the magic happens. That is where we can bring forth our soul. That is how we start to grow that treasure inside of us that becomes the flower, that becomes the fragrance that we offer the world. We don't have to worry about striving and struggling and getting somewhere when you realize the truth, when you remember the truth that you are a timeless being. You are already in infinity, experiencing infinity. You are already that. Just remember. And this work, which is what I give freely with no expectation of anything in return. This is my offering to myself. Because I know what it's like before I remembered who I was and how much fear and pain and suffering there is there. And not to say that moments of fear and pain and suffering don't exist in my life anymore. They certainly do. But I know how to alchemize that into something beyond it. I know how to allow, accept, and embrace all the pain, all the doubt, all the very human experiences that come up. All I have to do is allow it and invite it in. And in this allowance, the transformation happens. I gain depth and wisdom and clarity and compassion for all the other beings that are here. And you do too, just by remembering who you are. Clearing all the gunk that gets us to cling to how we think it should be, when it is exactly how it should be right now. Don't worry about striving to push and pull and manipulate other people or yourself. Just the simple surrender to what is transforms what is. You are the light that you are looking for. You have everything you need within you to be a light unto the world. So shine on, my friend. Shine on. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Love you. Ciao.